During President Trump's speech at the UN, he warned renewable energy doesn't work and the green agenda is ruining Europe.
We're getting rid of the falsely named renewables. By the way, they're a joke. They don't work. They're too expensive. They're not strong enough to fire up the plants that you need to make your country great. Those big windmills are so pathetic and so bad, so expensive to operate. And they have to be rebuilt all the time, and they start to rust and rot. Europe, on the other hand, has a long way to go, with many countries being on the brink of destruction because of the green energy agenda. They were going green, and they were going bankrupt.
I would love to have been a fly on the wall in a green energy department somewhere. The gentleman on the right-hand side of the screen is Patrick Morrisey. He's the governor of West Virginia. So you run an energy state. I presume that Mr. Trump is really helping West Virginia big time.
Well, he is. And in fact, I'm here today to meet with some members of his team. And we're really excited about it because I think President Trump's energy agenda is West Virginia's energy agenda. We're looking to really build out a massive amount of production capacity over the course of the next 20, 25 years. And we need to do that to compete with China. So I think the president's got it right. We have it right in West Virginia because we want to be America's energy state. And we're going to do it on the backs of lengthening out the reasonable life of our coal plants. And that's going to be important. A lot of new gas opportunities here in West Virginia and nuclear. All of those are really going to be the core priorities. And we have to be very aggressive about it. Otherwise, we're going to risk the information technology war to China, who's building massive amounts of energy capacity every week.
Is that the 50-50 West Virginia program to make West Virginia the nation's battery? Why do you say battery?
Well, because we are really going to be the main source of energy at a minimum in the East Coast. And we know that America badly needs the energy. You know, one of the regional transmission organizations said we need 110 gigawatts of new power by 2050. Well, look at all the states in PJM. Which one is best positioned to actually produce that energy? It's West Virginia, through our coal reserves and through our natural gas and the ability to add nuclear and other forms of energy. And we need to do this not only to fuel the demand that's coming from data centers, AI, and tech, but to keep pace with all these countries around the globe. I think that there's an opportunity for West Virginia to leverage its energy resources to really lift up our standard of living and be energy dominant. And that's what President Trump is looking to do.
Quick question. Energy Secretary Chris Wright says his department will return billions of dollars set aside for green projects. Return. What does that mean? Do you get any of the money directly?
Well, I think there are always questions. There's some projects that are ongoing, but you may recall, Stuart, that I was out in front. We're the ones who brought you West Virginia V.E.P.A., and we knew that the Green New Deal was a scam, and we're the ones who stopped it at the U.S. Supreme Court. So I will say that West Virginia is going to prioritize our fossil fuels. That's what we're going to do. Obviously, you know, we're open to all forms of energy, but we have to prioritize on our strengths, and that's what we're doing. So, you know, I'm not here to wipe out existing projects, but what I will say is we have to focus on what works. Affordable baseload power, and that brings in coal, gas, and nuclear.
Governor Patrick Morrisey, governor of the great state of West Virginia. Thank you very much for being here, sir. Always a pleasure.
Hey, thanks so much, Stuart.
Sir.